Okay, so I thought it was amazing. I thought it was super well written, obviously, about the script. And that's true. All of that is true. I thought it was fantastic. So much of it was good. At the same time, it's the longest thing I've ever watched in my life. It felt like I was there all day. Like, it genuinely felt like I was there all day. It felt like binging an entire show. It felt like binging an entire season of a show. Except the amount of stuff that happens is only the amount of stuff that happens in a play. So, like, when the first... So I thought there was not going to be an intermission. I thought that when I went into it, I thought there was going to be an intermission. And then it got to the point in the show when I was like, oh, I guess there's not an intermission. And then 25 minutes later, 25 minutes after that point, there was an intermission. And then there was the second half of the show. And I was like, it was really long. It was really long.
And it's a play, not a musical, right?
It's a play. They're recording an album, and so sometimes you hear the songs, but it's a play. The acting was fantastic. There were a couple that were just pretty good, and then most of them were like great. And then there was one guy who I thought was like absolutely terrific. He was super funny, super fun to watch.
Can you describe the character or the character's name? Do you remember?
His name was Grover. I can describe the character 100%. And it's really simple, but if you haven't watched the movie, it doesn't make any sense. He was exactly a combination of the two protagonists of Superbad. Like, one, exactly him. But anyway, so of course I like him because that's one of my favorite movies.
So would you recommend this to somebody that doesn't necessarily love Superbad? Because there are a lot. It's a real like ensemble. Like, everyone gets basically the same amount of time to have the spotlight, and there are like 8-ish like primary characters, and so you'll have someone you like.